I'm going to go through the steps for making a little repousse heart like this one. It's slightly 3D. It's a relief sculpture, and the metal is folded around the back. The things I need are the piece of tape with word back written on it, my piece of foil, a cardboard to use to trace, and I need my 3 tools. If you're at home, a pencil will work because we use the tip there. An eraser will work just the same as this rounded piece, and a ruler will work the same as this edge right here. So to start with, the first thing I want to do is to flatten out my piece of metal, make sure I don't have any sharp burrs or anything on the sides. Notice I am on a hard surface. Now I'm going to switch over to my soft surface, and I'll zoom in a little bit. Focus. Okay, so I'm on the soft surface. Whenever I want to stretch the aluminum, I go on a soft surface. The first thing I'm going to do is draw an edge around here. This is actually the outside edge of the frame and the edge where we are going to fold the aluminum back at the end when we finish. So make sure you get the corners good. Sometimes that's the little hardest part to get right there. So this is the back of my piece. It's really important that I label it right now. I need to make sure it goes behind the tape there. And it's sticky, so I'm going to fold the other piece of tape over this way. I don't have to make it touch the metal. I just have to have it on here. And I'm going to write the word front on this side. And that way we can keep track of what side we're working on. That's one of the main issues students have with this project, is mixing up the back and the front. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is actually draw the inside line of the frame where we're going to put our design within. And I want this the same width as a pencil. So just line it up. And again, I'm on a soft surface because I want to stretch the metal. Now remember, we started on the back, so this line's bumping up, this line is going down. So this is convex, this one is concave, it caves in. And I'm going to go all the way around. And I touch up that little corner. Okay. The next step is to put my design inside. If this was a good project that I was turning in or a gift I was giving to someone, I would actually trace a heart on a piece of paper. But since this is just practice, I'm freehanding. All right, notice I did not try to touch the lines right here. I left a little space there because the metal tends to buckle and bend. All right, I finished that step. Now I'm going to do repousse. Repousse means you're stretching the you're stretching the aluminum from the back toward the front. So it'll puff out convex on the front. So I press very softly at first until you can feel it start to get a groove going around here. And then I'll press a little harder. And I need to pay attention to the corners right there. That tends to be a neglected spot. The next place to do this is in the heart. You can see how it's concave right there. 7:15. So to do the heart, I'm doing it in 3 steps. I zigzag one direction, the other direction, and then I kind of, instead of outline, we inline the heart. Then I stretch one diagonal direction, the other diagonal direction, and then trace the heart part again. And you do that, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, and you'll feel it stretch out. Okay, so I finished my repousse. And now I have to chase it from the front. And you'll notice that it's a little buckled right here. So I need to bring this line down to neutral. Okay, what we call the neutral plane, back to where it started. And the heart and the frame will continue to be three-dimensional. They are convex, they're sticking out. Whenever you finish a step, come back and chase it from the front on a hard surface. All right, now I'm going to decorate the frame. So I'm going to go ahead, and the first thing I'm going to do is put some dots in the corners. Now notice they're not teeny tiny dots, they're kind of little circular dots, and this helps prevent a nasty wrinkle from occurring in the corner. Now I'm going to put a design into the frame. I do not want to touch this edge or this edge. In the middle, about the middle third right here, is a sweet spot where it's soft, and you can feel it when you go to press down with your stylus or your pencil tip. And I want to try to keep these all short. I want them the same length. I want them the same width, as close as possible. Go all the way around. Okay, I finished that step, so I'm going to come back and chase on a hard surface again. All right, we're done with the design. So what I'm going to do is snip the corners so that I can fold it up. So I want to pay careful attention to the corner right here and just snip across. Do that on all four sides. And to fold it back, this is the back side right now, I can either use a ruler right here or the little wooden tool from class. What I want is a nice, perfect, straight edge right here. That has to be nice and straight. So it doesn't matter which tool I use. You notice I'm holding this up at like almost a 90-degree angle right here. Make sure it's flat, and then fold it down. At the last second I can use my fingers, but I don't want to use my fingers for the main part of the folding. So I'm going to fold it down, and I just need my fingers to get the last ending part there. Okay, again, pay attention to that line at the top. Make sure this flap is nice and smooth. Fold it down. Make sure this line is nice and straight. The flap is smooth. I'm still holding it with the tool as I fold it over. And that is finished.